All right. Welcome back, everyone. We're diving into something a little different today, a bit of a tougher question, I think.
Yeah.
How to stay composed even when, surrounded by chaos and injustice.
Right.
And we've got two pieces to help you unpack this. Fret Not Over Evildoers and a poem called Dear Restless Heart.
Mm-hmm.
So we're hoping to, kind of pull out some practical wisdom here.
Yeah, absolutely.
See what works.
I think both of these pieces offer really interesting and unique approaches to this whole idea of cultivating inner peace.
Okay.
Especially, when it feels like the world is anything but peaceful.
Yeah. And Fret Not Over Evildoers, I think, kind of throws us right in with a pretty powerful analogy, talking about friction and heat and how we kind of react to these situations.
Yeah.
Does that resonate with you at all? Like, have you ever felt that,
absolutely
internal pressure
Yeah, all the time.
build when something just feels so unfair?
Mm-hmm.
Like your mind is just a pressure cooker?
Yeah. Like a pressure cooker about to explode, yeah.
Exactly.
No, I think that's a really apt comparison because that's exactly what fret not is getting at.
Okay.
It's saying that this fretting, this worry, it's really us creating unnecessary resistance.
Okay.
It's like we're trying to force like a square peg into a round hole.
Right.
And all that effort just generates, friction and heat, and that leads to stress and burnout.
Yeah.
And so the key takeaway here, I think, is discernment, like learning to see the difference between what we can control and what we can't.
Right.
And why waste energy on things that are outside our sphere of influence.
Yeah, I mean, it reminds me of that saying, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change.
Exactly.
And fret not kind of goes on to this other intriguing idea, this anointing oil.
Right.
It uses that as a metaphor for grace.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that?
I think it's a beautiful metaphor because it suggests that there's a way to kind of soothe that friction.
Right.
To cool those heated bearings, so to speak.
Yeah, so what helps you find that calm amidst all the chaos?
Yeah, what are your personal lubricants for life's rough patches?
Yeah.
For some people, it might be meditation, or prayer.
Mm-hmm.
For others, it might be something like going for a walk in nature or listening to music.
Yeah.
It's different for everyone.
And that kind of, segues nicely, I think, into the poem Dear Restless Heart.
Absolutely, yeah.
Where we see kind of a similar theme of finding that oil that calms everything down.
Yeah.
And the way it does it is just beautiful.
It is.
God's own smile, chilly winds that blow.
Mm.
Like, it paints this picture.
Yeah, it's vivid.
Yeah.
It's almost like the poet is trying to paint a picture of peace and resilience.
Yeah.
Even in the face of hardship.
Even when you feel like everything's falling apart.
Yeah, and it's not just about finding peace, but also about trusting that even in the midst of those challenges, there's beauty to be found. There's growth to be found. And Dear Restless Heart, it's a call, really, to shift our focus from worry to trust, from fear to faith, from dwelling on the past or the future to embracing the present moment.
So, I mean, how do we actually apply this then?
Right.
Like, these are poetic insights, but how do they work in our everyday lives?
Well, I think the poem kind of gently nudges us towards some concrete steps,
Okay.
First of all, replace worry with trust.
Yeah.
Find strength in your faith, whatever that might look like for you, and be present in this moment.
Yeah.
And the poem also, I think, highlights the importance of self-care, finding solace in beauty, connecting with nature.
Right.
Remember that maintaining inner peace, it's not a destination, it's a journey. It's an ongoing process.
It's like learning to keep our bearings cool.
Yes.
Like Fret Not says.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that brings us to, I think, a final question for you to ponder.
Okay.
What is your personal oil for staying cool under pressure?
Mm-hmm.
What helps you navigate those moments when frustration and anger start to rise?
Right.
Keep that oil close.
Okay.
And use it generously.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah.
All right. That's all the time we have for today's deep dive.
Yeah.
But keep those bearings cool.
Absolutely.
And we'll see you next time.
See you later.